Okay. So my IntelliJ ID is visual, right? Good.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So the first thing, right? Whatever we learned till now. So there are certain points that we're supposed to discuss. So in method overloading and static member and instance member and all, we all like mostly we'll cover most of the part related to instance and static variable, static method, instance method and all. So we'll go through the notes point, each point that you guys have to remember. Okay. So I will start from the first. Okay. The first thing is always remember you can access both instance and static member from instance method. What I said, you can access both instance and static member from instance method, but you can only access static member from static method. What it means is like, let us assume if you are having any instance member that you cannot access in static method or static block. Okay. Okay. When your return type is void, right? Still you can use return. Okay. Blank return. Understand that also a point we have discussed, right? You guys remember, right? Okay. Now, if your return state, let's assume if you are having anything public, sorry, int, byte, sort, and all, right? So let us assume your return type is sort. You have to return a sort type from that method. Okay. Actual argument and formal argument. You guys are clear? Actual argument, the actual value that we pass. Let us assume I am having a method here, public, stat, any type of method, M1. Okay. So public static void M1. So here this int a is, this is what, actual or formal? What we call it? Actual argument or formal argument? This a is actual argument or formal argument?
It's an actual argument.
No, it's a formal argument.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. The value, if you send the value, it's an actual argument.
When
Sorry.
you pass the actual value, that's that or those argument are considered as actual argument. Okay. Clear? Clear till now, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we'll go to var args. Okay. I will explain var args and then, okay. So let me take an example. Let me take example. Yesterday I was explaining, right? I was having a multiple method. So let assume I am going to have int sum. Okay. Now what I supposed to do is, if user pass uh, one argument, then I have to do a sum on that argument. Okay. If user pass two numbers, then I have to do perform a sum on two. Let assume if you are creating a billing software, okay, where you have a method called bill, right? So inside bill, what happened? Like if you buy one item, right? So one item price I will pass and will do sum of, then you will return total, right? So let me do one thing. Int total equal to 0. Okay. Okay. And what I will do, I will return total this. Okay. So here I will write total. Okay. So now it's not mandatory always you have one item. So you have one item, then you have item, right? Let me take A, otherwise you have to type lot, right? Then if some customer come, he purchased two items, then you have int A and int B, right? Then some customer come, it will purchase three item B and int C. So like that, the customers will come and they will have three item, four item, five item, six. So similar way, if you override, right? So it will become almost, you cannot control that, right? You don't know how how much item is going to buy, right? Because you are not aware about the argument. In that scenario, what you will do? Okay, let me do this first total part and then we'll think about it. So what I used to do, total equal to plus equal to, this is shorthand operator, you guys remember, right? So what it will do, total equal to total plus A. So whatever value will pass, it will do total. Similarly, I will write here. Okay. So now we have two values, right? So I will write here total equal to total plus, what is this, A plus B. Okay. Okay. No need to add total here. Okay. A plus B. Similarly, here I have to write A plus B plus C, right? Okay. So now I will go to main method and I will call. So first, to call instance variable, what we need to do? We need to create a object, right? You guys remember, correct? So I'm creating an object first. Now I will call. So my method is overloaded. So I'm calling. So which method? Let assume I want to perform add. I pass here 10, right? Okay. So this is actual argument and this is formal argument. So here this A come, it will invoke this method, right? Because make the argument order everything match, right? Okay. Obj dot bill. What happened here? If I pass 10, 20. So what happened? So in that case, this second bill will come, right? This method will get invoked, right? Clear to you all? Okay. Similarly,
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear.
yeah. Similarly, if I have to do billing of three items, okay, then 10, 20, 30, right? Sorry, like that. But this is like, this is like a overhead, right? This is like a overhead. Like if I have 100 items, what I will do? I will override this, right? And if I know that every time I'm going to a similar kind of data, right? Integer, integer, integer. So what is the best solution for that? So in Java 5, they have introduced var args. What they have introduced? Var args, which is called variable argument. Okay. Okay. How it's work? So it's like you don't have to do this thing. Okay. You just remove. Oh, what I will do? I will not remove everything. Let me remove this. So when I remove this, I start getting error here because this thing there is no definition. This one there is no definition, only one. This is clear because we have only one definition. Okay. Now we'll see. So what I did, data type, three dots and any variable. It's not a x, y, z, whatever you want to give, you give. Then, as I said, this 10 will come. Okay. But it's come in a form of array, right? You guys remember, right? Array. So let me have total here. Total equal to 0. Okay. So if A is array, how we'll get data from the array? So first we need to check, right? Before getting the data. A dot length, you know, the size of array, a property array hold a property called length greater than 0, right? Okay. If it is greater than 0, what we'll do? We'll use for loop. Sorry. Int I equal to 0, I is less than A dot length, right? And I plus plus. You all are able to understand, right?
Yeah, yes,
Now,
sir.
now what I am doing is I need to do a total. Whatever user will pass, I need to sum it up, right? So how I will sum it up? So I have already have defined total. So total equal to total plus array of I. Clear? So what happened? Whatever value first will pass, it will get added. Next time, again second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, right? Correct? And then we'll return total. So we'll see. So let me print the first. Okay, you can directly print also. So let me print this one. Okay. Directly you can write inside the system.out.println. Okay, because it will return a value and that value passed to println and it will print that value. Okay. Let me comment this out. I will check our code is working or not. Okay. Code is working, right? So because you passed 10, so let us assume you buy a 3 item. The one item price is 10, the second is 20, third is 40. Okay. Now fifth is 60. Is it correct? Calculation is correct or not?
Yeah, it's correct.
Okay. So now you guys able to understand the basic of var args,
Yeah.
why we use it. And now there are many things are there that we'll discuss, like where to use it. Can we use it as a first or second or third kind of thing, right? So that anyhow we'll see. Okay. Till now, any doubt you guys have? Anything that you're supposed to ask, you can ask.
So since it acts as an array, why we are not declaring it as an array? I mean, like passing it as an array
Okay.
because of the size, differed size.
Okay. The thing is that let take an example. Okay. I will show you one example. Okay. I take it as an array, which is fine. So when I make this one as an array, okay, it will force you to pass here array. Okay. So same thing you can do, but there is another one more step is there. Okay. So here you have to create an array. You will do like this. New int, and then like that if you pass, okay, then it will work. Understand? Because the var args, right, it will help you to reduce the lines, right? So if you see a new int, and because when you declare directly array, you have to pass the array data type. But in var args case, you don't have to do that. Okay. Okay, let's take example here. I want to let me control Z this thing. Okay, and then we'll see. Okay. So now this is int. Okay. Let me make it double. Okay. So when you add double, right, you need a double layer. I will show you one example. Okay. So now this is double. Here I can pass like this. Okay. If I make it array, right, it's not that much flexible to frequently change, right? If I have to change it, I have to declare here double array, and then here I have to create one double array, and that array only it will take. So basically, it's got introduced to avoid the complexity. Okay, it's not like if it's not avoiding like if it's totally behave like an array, why wouldn't use this, right? In the place of this, we can use arrays, right? Clear? And right now, there is one more disadvantage. I will tell you. Okay, so let assume you will declare here array. Okay, int a equal to new int, because always you will not assign array like this, right? One second. New int, right? So when you declare, one second. See here what is saying. Array initializer expected. One second. One second. Okay. So now I have declared array. Okay, let me don't pass this. It's saying like pass the size. Yeah, I don't know like how many argument I can have. Always I cannot pass like this, right here. So always in the case of array, you have to know that how many arguments you are going to have, right? Otherwise, if you're passing anonymous array, then in that case it's fine. But which is not applicable always, right? Understand?
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that.
So there are many differences are there that when we proceed further, right? the rules of that we'll understand. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So now, uh, take one example. So let me remove this. Okay. Let me remove this thing. So now the need of var args you can understand. When you want to define a method to take a multiple values of a specific data type, in that scenario, what you used to do? You used to override that method, or either you go with the array parameter, right? How I did before, I used to override all this method, right, with different parameters, right? But those are like, we are writing extra lines, and it's kind of extra complexity that we are adding. It seems like complex right now, we are having loops and all, but it's make life easy. Like, you know that loops are there to help you out, right, over the iteration and all. So that is the thing. So it's not adding a complexity if you're introducing loops and all. It's making it less complex, because you're having 100 bill, right, overloaded method of bill with different argument, which is not good, right? Okay. Okay. So now we'll see certain more examples, and then we'll try to understand this. Okay. So now this is double. Okay. Let us assume I can have int c here. So what error we are getting? Let me pass here. Now you just understand in this scenario. What it's saying? Var argument must be the last in the list. So if you are having two argument in the same method, okay. So var argument always be the which one?
Last argument.
Last one. Why? Because if you keep as a first, so what happened now? So you C is A, okay, and then whatever remaining, they all come to this double. Understand? You all
Yeah.
are understanding, right? You all are with
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
correct?
Understand.
So it's pretty straightforward. So I
And we
just
can
want,
also, sorry to interrupt, and we can also send more than one war argument, right?
yeah, you can send more than one argument, no issue. But only
No, no,
thing
but
that you
one
remember,
war argument, war args.
you are saying like,
Yeah,
uh,
double ellipsis A and ellipsis B, something like that.
no. Okay, I will see that. Okay. So now
Okay.
see here. So you are saying one more. Let assume I am taking a string, you are saying, right?
E- yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yes, yes, yeah.
Sorry, not A, C. So this is
C.
okay. So one second, let me pass here. Then you will get to know. Okay, let I have passed here. So what it's saying? Int C not null double. What is this? One second. Var must be the last. Okay. So in one argument, in what we call, in one actual, sorry, formal argument, there is only one var args. Okay. We
Okay.
cannot have two var args. Okay.
Okay.
One second. See, when you remove this, everything fine. Okay. Okay. So now, var argument, why we need it? We always have the last argument. Okay. This is clear to you all, right? Okay. We'll take another
Yes.
example. Uh, what example we take? Okay, we'll take example. We did a billing here, right? We did a billing, so we'll take, like, we know, like, when do a billing, we used to, what we used to do, we used to total bill and the person, like, whom we are doing all. So that type of scenario, if come, so how we'll handle this? So now total bill anyhow working, right? And the name will pass here. Okay, so name will pass. So let this is my bill. Okay. I pass my name. So what happened? So I got name here, I got double, I iterate over, I calculate total, and before returning, right, I will not return, I will just print that. Okay, right now I will print. So let us one second. Customer name. I'm printing my name. What is this? Name, right? and system dot out dot total equal to what we have, total. Okay, and then we are returning. Okay, that is different thing. So okay, we'll not print again. Let me not return. Call this one. Okay, so I'm passing my name and I'm passing certain values. Okay, let me run this method. Okay, this is correct, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we done with var args, and we also done with this what we call this main method, right? So any questions from main method, any one of you have?
No, so far it's clear actually.
Okay. Okay. So always, so there are 2 3 points, okay, that you guys have to remember regarding var args. Okay. The first point is that now, as you said, right, we can pass here double array, right? Okay, and then it will have. So when you pass, you need to declare an array with certain size, right? And then you can pass. But when you're in var args, there is no need to declare a specific size and all, right? You can directly pass a uh, arguments, right, to the method where you are calling the method, right? So internally, how it is working? So internally, what is happening? The compiler, right? Compiler is taking your data. Let us assume you pass this thing, right? 10, 20, let me pass some more thing, 40 and 50. Okay. So compiler is taking your data, and then by taking your data, compiler is what doing? He got your data, right? Whatever you pass. So it's coming here. Let us assume compiler what is doing? It's doing like this: new double, sorry, small double, new double, okay, and then this, and then inside this one, and then this semicolon. So basically what is happening? Sorry. So it's creating a, here it's double a equal to, okay, so it's create, don't, this array we are getting because we have here local variable, okay. So it's similarly it is doing this thing for you, okay, after this line. So it's taking everything. So when this line is getting executed, it's have all those values. So it's creating this array for you. You are not creating it. Compiler is creating it for you, right? So we learn how compiler actually compiles var args. So internally it's having an array. But when we pass, we define as a var args. The reason is when we have to, we can directly, when we directly use the array, right? In that time, if we want to invoke that method, we have to create an array, right? This step we supposed to do. And when we are going to do that, we have to know about the size of the array, right? Clear to you all?
Yeah.
Okay. So now there is a scenario, there is one more scenario that we'll talk about. And as Kritika asked, right? Can we have two var args? Can we have two var args in same formal argument here? So the answer is no, as we discussed, right? We always have only one var args in one method, right? One in one method definition where we place the argument, we always have one var args. Clear? That is the one thing. Okay. Now let assume let assume a scenario. Okay. I am overriding this method. Okay. So I have bill, I have string name. I will not, one second. Okay, so one string x and y. What it's saying, variable x. 1 second. I have written in wrong place. So curly brace started. If is end, this method is ending here, right? Okay. Let me remove everything. Again, we'll write. Okay. Return 10.9. Okay. So now this both are same, right? It's having a string. It's having var args and double y. Okay. So let me do one thing. You guys have to answer. Okay. And then we'll conclude this. A. And here we have system.out B. So now what we have? We have same name, two methods, right? You see here string name and double A, right? String and double. Only thing is that here second argument is var args. Here second argument is this, right? B. So you guys have to tell me which will get called. Any one of you. When I call this, when I pass Abhinav and Y10, which will get called? What it will print? It will print A or it will print B?
It will print A is my guess. Yeah,
You are saying it will print A.
it
Any
will
other?
print A.
Any other guess? We have 10 minutes left. So quickly, if you answer, we'll move ahead. Okay. Okay. So we'll see. Okay, Kritika, you will see like what answer we are getting. Okay. What do we get?
It's printing B.
Why? Because whenever you have a fixed argument, okay, let assume if you are overriding that one, okay, and you have a fixed argument, it will always give a higher priority to the fixed argument. Okay, clear?
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. I understand that.
So
Yeah.
this is the one thing to note. Okay, so now we learn, and in main method also we can use var args, right? That you guys remember yesterday I have explained. So you guys have clear idea about var args, why to use, where to use, and all, right? So again,
Yeah.
so three dots we use to define a var args, right? Var args parameter will get converted to an array, which is clear to you all, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. And now the var args argument will always be the last one, right? Into the formal argument. Let us assume if you are having a formal argument, the var args always be the last argument. That is clear. When you override the method, like similarly that we have done here, right? So it will always give preference to the a fixed one, right? Where it's like a fixed argument method. So here is fixed, right? We have string and double. There are two arguments. This is not a fixed argument, right? We can have n number of argument in this one, right? So in that sense, but when you go with this, right, which will get called?
B.
Why
Oh,
B?
this one? No, 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 no. This is A. Sorry.
This is A. Okay,
Yeah.
when you have fixed argument, so you can map. When you have this type of argument, you cannot map, right? With this fixed
Yeah.
one, so definitely it will get called, right?
Yes.
So clear till now, it's clear, right?
Yeah, it's clear. Till now, it's clear.
Okay, okay. So okay, so fine. So we are done with var args. Okay, method overloading or what we call. main methods and all. So right now we left with modifier and recursion. Okay.
Yeah.
So probably next class we'll cover modifier and recursion. Okay. This
Yeah.
class mostly we invested in why.
Sorry to interrupt, Abhinav. Sorry. I have one question.
Mhm.
What if this other method has an array?
Which method?
Now you're saying like A, right? System.out.println A, right? The other
Yeah.
one, the other method, instead of a fixed argument, what if it is an array? Which will
Okay.
be called?
Okay. So when you have array, it's very straightforward. Let us assume I make it array. Okay.
Okay, so you have to send an array. Okay, fine.
Yeah. So in that
Yeah.
case, first you cannot have this because see, its compiler is saying you already have similar kind of thing, right?
Ah, okay.
So that is
Okay.
the first thing. And let us assume if you define also the basic thing, when you define also, so you have to pass the array, right? This is
Okay.
not array, right?
It's not array. Yeah, yeah. I get it. Yeah.
See,
You have.
basically what is happening, compiler is playing the role. When compiler compile this code, right?
Hmm. Okay.
So it is know that you are going to get this many argument, it will create a fixed size of array for you. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
clear to you all, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's clear. It's clear now. Yes.
Okay, so now we're done with this. We left with 3 minutes. Okay, one more thing, like if we are using Zoom right now, right? The issue is Zoom we are facing is we are only having a class of 30 minutes, 32 minutes, right? Right. So if you
Yeah.
explore any other tool similar to Zoom, which provide recording, okay, and
Mhm.
whatever feature that we are using, right? A similar kind of feature at least is provided for free, at least for an hour, it would be very good, right? So you guys can suggest in WhatsApp what we can use rather than Zoom because we are getting 40 minutes and in 35 minutes or 32 minutes class got disconnected, right? So we have to cover a lot. So I'm also exploring. You guys can also explore which must provide a screen sharing and recording. And if you have any suggestions, please ping me in WhatsApp or WhatsApp group. Okay. So what I will do is we will start taking classes on that too. Okay. So I got one suggestion from one of my friend is butter.io. Okay. I will try that one. You guys also can suggest. Okay.
Okay.
Because in forward we need at least 1.5 hour. Okay.
Okay.
So that is the thing. So 1 hour, 1.5 hour class would be good. So 10, 15 minutes anyhow, it will go in talk, another conversation, and 40, 50 minutes we'll have a class, right?
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Okay. Thank you then. We'll
Yeah.
connect tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
And in December, in month of December, probably we'll not have class for 10 to 12 days. Okay. Let
Okay.
us jump
Generally,
from
Christmas time.
December 5th to I will tell you the exact date. In between
Okay.
December 2nd to December 20, we'll
Mhm.
have a 10 days where we will not have a class because I'm going on a vacation. Okay.
Okay.
So again, I will come back. We'll have a class. So we'll try to cover as much as possible. At least first part, uh, this inner classes and all, we'll finish it off. Okay. And then we'll
Okay.
see. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.